15th, 2025. Meeting's in session. Okay, first thing on the agenda is a new person, but he's not here.
He may be wandering around the courthouse.
Possible. Update from member in the area. Jane, you got anything to talk about your area?
Not really, other than the fact I understand the meals are for so much protein, so much this and so much that. But it sure would be nice if we could get some quality to it. It seems like the vegetables are always mush, overcooked. And some people verse their opinion on that. So that's about all I have. And there's Larry.
There's Larry.
There's Larry.
Well, we'll go back to introduction of a new member wanting to join us. Larry?
Hi, I'm Larry Caldwell. I live on Park Branch Road in exit 113, just south of town. Recently I've been volunteering for Meals on Wheels. I'm feeling like I need to get involved more in community activities. Historically, I was the city compliance officer for the city of Roseburg for 11 years. Not a mystery to a lot of people in Roseburg. I think I handed out about 4,000 business cards over those 11 years. So I've met a bunch of people. Years ago, I was the volunteer coordinator for a free clinic in the city of Salem. I held that position for about 1.5 years. So a long time. Do I sit up there or out here?
Sit down out there,
right
yes,
here,
yes.
and we're
For
gonna.
the time being, anyway.
Probably gonna be asking questions, you've got these things.
Well, he pretty much answered all the questions on the sheet here already. Can you describe a situation where you're a part of a team or a board where you came to some kind of a solution?
Well, let's see, other things, I served 2 terms as president of the Oregon Code Enforcement Association, and 1 term as vice president of the Oregon Code Enforcement Association. Established a statewide training program for code enforcement while I was in that position. We did a lot. We worked with the sheriff's departments around the state and city police departments to help develop that training program. We did a lot of communication to determine what our members' problems were. Does that answer your question?
Sure, it does, yes, yes, thank you, thank you. And you answered the other questions, they're all on my sheet here, so. Do any of you have a questions for Larry?
I just have a question of interest. Where did you find out that this was needed, that you were needed on the board?
Actually, I think it was an announcement on KQEN that you needed, that you were recruiting members for the board, and I did some research online, no offense, but it appears to me that this board is pretty much moribund. I didn't see anything on the online that the board was doing a whole lot. I thought, well, maybe I can liven things up.
Well, we do need help, and so we'll go before the commissioners and let's see from there. Okay, very good, thank you. All right, back to the agenda.
You wanna Do you wanna excuse Larry for a minute?
Pardon?
And you guys make a vote and then have him come back in? Cause his application has already went to the commissioners.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, so your recommendation, you can make a recommendation and then.
Well, I would recommend Larry to our group. He seems like he might be helpful, so. Any objection?
No.
Okay, all right. Approved with us. Okay,
You want me to go out?
You are, they approved you while you were.
You're
there.
already here.
now you go before the commissioners and they will approve you, so. And
It's
that
the
will,
official.
that'll be on a Wednesday, that we'll let you know.
That should be exciting.
Yeah, okay. All right, back to the agenda on our areas, comments on our areas. Vicky, what do you have? Anything?
Well, I just found out where he found out about the
Oh, okay, sure.
stuff,
sure.
and that was important to me because I've been kind of pulling my hair looking for volunteers. And are places that we can find volunteers, so I was wondering what is working. I'd put out flyers in Roseburg and clear down to almost, not quite down there, but
Well, I put out Myrtle Creek and
down Myrtle Creek, but I haven't seen where that's doing it, so I'm wondering. I was looking for ideas. Oh, and other than that, it's pretty, I have been busy with a lot of doctor's appointments, but everything's the same, it's transportation.
Yeah.
And mushy vegetables.
yeah.
Well, seriously, that is,
It is.
that's an important thing, and obviously, something is going wrong with the preparation, they shouldn't be mushy.
I realize they cook them and then they transport them for an hour before they get there, and they are gonna go ahead and cook in that hot water, but there should be a way to
There is, they just aren't.
cook it 3 minutes and it's gonna transport in the boiling water for another.
Now, Jeannie and I both seen it where it was much better,
I think one of the things that
it's
we,
just care.
yeah, I think one of the things that we can talk with Simon about is to look at the preparation area over in Winston and see if there's a possibility that the vegetables could be prepared over there instead of coming over the travel.
Right.
And see if that would make a difference in that. I have a feeling that could make a huge difference.
Oh, it would make a huge difference, yes.
And so that's probably
Little more
one of
care.
our priorities is to ask. We can, he does have someone that is there that he employs in the kitchen. He also has someone that same person, her name is Angie, and she goes out to each of the sites.
Oh, yes,
and
I know,
just
Angie.
looks to see what's going on and how they can help and kind of looking at the quality assurance pieces to that, so we can ask Simon if that's a possibility, if we can do that, cause that would
Yeah.
possibly remedy that overcookedness.
That, are they still transporting those in hot boxes? Okay, well, there you go.
I don't know if he has any plugs or plug-in, he plugs them into his van or what.
But they are. I assume so, but keeping them at 145 is going to make them degrade quickly.
The problem with it is that when everything gets to the sites, it immediately is dished up to go out to home delivery. And that's the problem. If it didn't go out to home delivery, you could theoretically put these vegetables on,
Yes.
warm them up, and they would be fine for the diners, but
Yes.
because as soon as they get there, there's temps done, and then there's this constant process of, and then brittle, we're talking like
2
probably
hours.
how many meals, over 100 meals probably.
We deliver right at 100 meals.
And that's a lot of meals
Yes, it
being
is.
dished up to go out to, that time frame of when the meal gets there to when it's put into the box is a relatively short time.
But they should know how to make an adjustment, how to do something about it. I would think that you could do a little bit on it. Maybe
Yeah.
not make it perfect, but they might be able to make it a little better.
Well, I think it is worth the effort and to talk about problem solving on that.
Yeah, because the vegetables are so important for these people. They're getting a lot of meals that don't have vegetables. And the vegetables are really what they need.
Yes.
And having them that mushy, they lose the vitamins we need in them, so. It's probably worth the effort.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, definitely, I would think so, yes.
Well, in Clyde, I've got 9 or 10 people that keep coming, you know, every time it's open, they come for meals, and so it can't be too bad. So, I go up there and eat now and then, and I'm not really happy, but it's a meal. And what I worry about is the meal going out to the people in the public, and getting their meals. All right, let's move on. Tom, what do you have for us, sir?
Let's see, we don't have a lot of new information that I don't think we've talked about before. I think last meeting we talked a little bit about OPIM and those kind of things, new service option for clients. And Jeannie might be talking about that a little bit more. What I would say is that, we're working our way through a lot of transitions with DHS as far as, you know, our eligibility for our clients, and if you guys are continuing to have people that you're hearing that are having issues getting through, you can put them directly, you can get in contact with me or have them get in contact with me, and I'll try to direct them the right way. I'm not the expert on some of the eligibility stuff, but I'll get them to the right place, and so they won't get any barriers. So if you guys are hearing that, I know it's been kind of an adventure, sometimes with the phone system, but I can leave more cards with my direct line, and so if you guys have folks that are.
That'd be a good idea, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, Jeannie and I talk about it a lot, sometimes even for them to get through to us, so. If some of those issues are occurring, some of it's out of my hands at a local level, how they wanna do things, so we'll try to best to mitigate it here locally.
They just get an answer sometimes, even if it's no, they've got the answer.
Right, yeah, and it's hard if you have a long wait time, like waiting on hold for 45 minutes to an hour, like that's, some people just don't wanna do that and they'll just hang up, and we really, just so everybody knows, we are from a local level trying to get that mitigated with Salem, but it's a statewide work model, it's a little bit different, a thought process, so but yeah, I don't have a lot of other new, there's not a lot of new stuff going on. We are just continuing to kind of work on where we're at, our statewide budget for DHS as a whole was a little, the forecast was a little bit better than they anticipated, so we haven't heard anything, there's no potential program cuts or anything at this point, so not saying that won't happen in the future, I'm just saying at this point, their forecast is a little bit better, so we'll keep everybody updated if they're looking at doing some kind of reduction in programs to people, we'll keep you guys updated, so that's all I have.
All right, thank you, sir. Jeannie, what do you got for us?
Well, I have a couple of things. One thing I have is the nutrition requirements for Older Americans Act. So it's just an FYI, it's a resource, I'll bring that up. Let everybody have one of those. Yeah, I'll give you one.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
It's got great information about our Older Americans Act funding and the nutrition requirements
Thank you.
for it. Also, I was gonna hand out menus, and the last thing that I have is we do a nutrition menu planning with our vendor. We'd like to ask for individuals on this advisory council to consider maybe helping us with that. So what we would be asking you to do is to review the menus ahead of time and then give us your suggestions on those menus. So,
We'll
we'll,
just have to try them first.
I'll give you this information. So anyone that's interested in participating with that,
Thank you.
what it will require is that we would get you the menu. And it's a menu in progress. But you would get the menu and it would be an editing form. So it looks like this. It tells how much the serving size is of things and then the proposed menu entrees. So you can either write us notes on what your suggestions are. We would take those when we do our planning, or you can participate with the planning. So it's up to you on the requirement. It could take maybe an hour of your own time just to review and look at those. It could be longer if you were in a process where we were working with our vendor with that. But we wanna hear from y'all about those things. So anybody that wants to volunteer to do that, let me know and I'll make sure they get the information they need.
And I'll definitely go out to Glide and try this meatloaf and gravy.
And the meatloaf is 4 ounces of meatloaf, which is a half a cup. And then a half a cup of mashed potatoes, 4 ounces of gravy, glazed carrots. If it's the same one, we have it.
Boy, do we have these
Repeating on
people on a diet?
Yeah, half a cup.
That is not very much.
No, if that goes out and that's the only meal
It
that
isn't.
person has that day,
yeah, but those are, that's why I gave you the information on
That's
the
what we are working with, yeah.
the Older Americans Act nutrition requirements.
Well, I wonder what they're thinking with this, older American. That's not very much food, is it?
not
Well,
really.
because I do participate at the dining sites and I do eat there. If you have your mashed potatoes and your gravy and your meatloaf and your vegetable and your bread, it's actually enough food for a meal. It is, yes. But if it's somebody that's really picky and all they want is, say, the meat and the mashed potatoes, then it's not enough. But if they eat everything, it's a full meal.
Are with the vegetables, are they draining those, are they,
Oh, no, they come in water.
so they're
And you're
serving,
supposed to serve the water with them to make your 1/4 of a cup or a half a cup or whatever. And we don't. I can tell you, we don't serve the juice.
I've asked people not to serve it.
Yeah, we
It's
don't.
not part of the,
yeah, 'cause that really would cut down.
no, it's not part of the meal.
No, it's not fair to the individual.
But it would be good, and I think it would also improve things as well, is to know that our we've got SAC members that are interested in the food process and the putting their input in on it as well. So I think it would only benefit our programs to have that perspective.
Yeah, I'm looking at this Tuesday meal, chicken noodle soup, seasoned green beans, pita bread, and madras. That's not very much food. If this is the only meal they're getting a day.
Oh, well, that's true. If that's the only meal they're getting for the whole day.
And that was
Mhm.
always a problem. When I was working there, we had people, even at that time,
Lines here from Nutrition and Aging Resource Center that you're welcome to look at and kind of puts that out there. about what the Older Americans Act provides or what the feds are saying, federal government is saying what our nutrition standards should be. So, if you have questions, you're more than welcome to
Yeah,
give me
I
feedback on
understand
it
that
as
I'm
well.
kind of flogging the dog, but
So there's that, and then also keep in touch with us, let us know if you're interested in participating with that, putting your input in. And like I said, it can be as simple as you receive the menus and you just give us feedback and then we pass that forward. Or if you'd like to be on the call as well as when we do the menu planning, what we need to do is work in unison. So I would expect that anybody that was gonna be on the call, we knew ahead of time what you're thinking about what input so that we can make some difference here. So we want it to be, we really want it to be effective and we want it to be fruitful in our conversations with our contractor. So those would be the only caveats that I would want, and not personal opinions. We used to have a guy that did these years ago and he didn't like peas, and so he never wanted peas on the menu, and so we just need to think outside of the box of what's fair for everyone. And, everybody has preferences on their food, there's no way to get around that. But if we take it as a whole and look at it as a whole, what are people eating, what are they not, what do they really need? Like mushy vegetables, that's a very good point about that. So how can we solve those problems? And so that's really where I'm at with that. Last thing I have is the family caregiver assistance news. So I will hand these out. Do you have another one that I can give Larry?
I can. Thank you.
There you go. And we'll get you one, Larry.
Okay, that's fine.
But basically, it's just our normal newsletter for family caregivers, for Douglas County, people that are caring for others in that. And we're rounding out the end of the year here, so it's been a long year so far for this year. And
how do people get a hold of this, Jenny?
how do they get a hold of the family caregiver newsletter?
Yeah.
They can get a hold of our office, just call our ADRC and we can either mail it out to them, email it out to them.
Yeah, I just have some people that are doing round the clock caregiving.
We can get that, you can just
And it's
leave their
yeah.
contact information and we can make sure they get that.
Have them call the ADRC
Yeah.
also, just talk to one of our,
Pardon?
they can also call our ADRC line and talk to one of our resource folks. See if you can work.
What's the phone number for that?
541-440-3677.
77?
Yeah.
A regular number. It's a little difficult when you go onto the website to
Yeah.
find that number. It's there, but you have to continue to look, and I'm wondering about that.
Well, they can also do the main number, which is the ADRC number, which is,
Yeah, if they call
Call.
a statewide one, then they just put in the zip code and then it gets them to us.
I
it's
just
just
said
the Aging and Disability Resource Connection, and their phone number will pop up if they do that. And just call it and put your zip code in and it'll come to us.
and it's aging and what?
Aging and it's the
Aging and Disability
Resource Connection.
Yeah, because I've been asked how to get there. And resource connection, okay.
We also have the brochure, the booklets that have all the information. We have our brochures that are updated. So if you need any of those, we can get you those.
Yeah,
Pass out to
I've
people.
given a couple of people those books, so. I don't know if they've used them, but I have given them.
And our brochure that kind of does our overview of all of our services was just recently updated. So if you'd like some of those to share with people as well, we have those available.
And what is that now?
It's a resource booklet or a brochure that talks about all of our services that we
Is
provide.
it a new one or?
It's been updated just
Okay.
recently.
I'll see if I can get that then.
So
I
I
probably
can
should
give
take
you
a-
those, we
take
can
a
get
few
you
of
some of
those,
those.
yeah.
Angie's gonna go get
Yes,
some of those for you.
Thank you, Angie.
I like to take those out and about, well, Glide is my area, so I go out to some of the grocery stores in the area and take those booklets out and give them to them and like recruiting new members, I post it on the bulletin boards in the stores and things like that, so I like to drop those things off out there for people can.
Yeah, the resource booklets are great because they not only have our resources in it, but they also have lots of community resources. And it's kind of an easy, one place to go kind of booklet that you can look through and find lots of different services and organizations throughout Douglas County. And I think that is about it. Right now we are involved with Share the Love this year again, fundraiser with Subaru. It's an annual event that we do participate with and folks that buy Subarus and wanna assign money going to their special fund can pick Meals on Wheels. And we are provided some funding from the Meals on Wheels program for that event for people that buy Subarus. So it's a nice way to it's called, share the love, especially at Christmas time, the holidays. There's also just a one pager that has lots of our information on it, phone numbers, our direct phone number.
This is great because I can give these out to people and
Let me know if you need any more. Here is an updated pamphlet too for the senior advisory, so I don't know.
oh, okay.
Give you a couple of those, let me know if I can get them.
I know the books,
Thank you.
the actual little book has helped. I've given them out to people. Because so many people have no idea where to even start to look for help.
Yeah,
It's amazing that they don't.
well, that's why I was wanting the phone number to give out because it's
If you need any more of the brochures, just,
my phone, so I have it right there.
all right. And I think that's all that we have pretty much going on right now,
Okay,
so.
do we have a guest speaker at all today?
Don't have any guest speakers today.
Okay, have you had a chance to look at the minutes from last month?
Yeah, I glanced through them.
I looked mine over and they look pretty accurate. We have a lady here that does a great job of typing this up.
Thank you.
I'm going to commend her on her work because she's actually doing quite a good job.
Yes, amen to that.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Pat her on the back.
You guys do a pretty good job yourselves.
Can we approve the minutes as read?
Yes.
Okay, I approve the minutes as read. Okay, our next meeting is going to be March 16th at 1 o'clock. And do we have anything else?
Do you have a topic that you'd like to have as a guest, as a guest speaker? What would you like to hear about?
Transportation or anything like that? You know, you're always interested in transportation.
Always, but I don't think we better. They may run away completely.
Speaking of transportation, is the bus route in Roseburg still running?
I wouldn't know that, that would be the special district, special
Okay,
transportation
cause they're not
district.
running in Tri-City or Riddle or,
Oh, they're not.
I see the buses in Rose.
I see,
I see them all over Roseburg.
I see them around Roseburg and I see them down to just about down to Dillard, not, but that's it. I have not seen, I used to see them coming from the South County and I do not see them.
And I see them going to Sutherland and not to the college,
Well, maybe they just didn't have enough business to do
South County.
Little Creek.
I would think they would, there's a lot of, but again,
They quit on the 15th of, I can't remember if it was October or November, they quit running.
Hmm.
well, that's a real
So we
shame.
could do an invite that they can come and bring information if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay.
Do we have anything further?
No, I just didn't need to get some cards from Tom,
Okay, so.
I have plenty.
I appreciate it.
Then I shall close this meeting. Adjourned.